Hi guys, welcome to the Viper training. So this first video is about how to warm up and warm up efficiently. Okay, it's really important if we're going through all this training is to get the body warm the right way across all the joints and across all the muscles. Yeah. My name is Sim. Yeah, I'm pretty much the training director for Viper, and we also have Judd today, which is our guinea pig, who's going to take us through the all the exercises. Okay, so the warm up sequence is fairly simple. It's just 5 exercises done for time, and when we talk about warming up, you just want to make sure that it's a warm-up. So you're not doing it to basically go all out and kill yourself. You just want to get warm. So if you can still talk by the end of it, great. So that's how you pace it out and measure it out in terms of intensity. All right, Judd, so the first exercise we'll do is to warm up the back chain and warm up the glutes, yeah, the butt. Can you lie down on the ground? We're going to do a lying hip thrust. So with the lying hip thrust, what you can do is have your hands by the side, okay? You want to kind of make sure the legs are in line with the hips and the knees. Now, the first thing you want to think about is basically squeezing the butt and then thrusting up as high as you can towards the sky. So just try that. Just a big thrust towards the sky, activating the muscle at the top end. The minute the bum touches the ground again, you go up again. Yeah. So what we're doing is basically warming up the hamstrings and also the glutes. Yeah, really nice and high. You want to make it technically slightly harder. You can have your hands across your chest. Okay, so he's removing that base of support and then it's driving up. It's a fantastic exercise to basically get that back chain up and get you ready for all these exercises that we're going to show you in a second. Okay? So you do that for 20 seconds at a nice, easy pace. Alright, so next one. We're going to do your most basic movement of all, which is a bodyweight squat. So with the bodyweight squat, for most of you who haven't done it before, you're going to find it a bit tricky. So let's work on the fundamentals. First thing you need to do is have your feet just a bit more shoulder width apart. And what you find is it will be a bit easier to turn your toes out. So just feet a bit wider. Okay? And then what you want to do is basically have your hands out in front of you. If you're new to it, just have your hands out in front of you. It will be a good counterbalance movement. Now what I want you to do is basically what you think about just basically hinging back and sitting back and then shoving out your kneecaps and trying to sit just below parallel. Okay? So basically pushing the hips back, trying to keep good posture. So imagine you're sitting back. Shove the kneecaps out so you can really stretch out the groins, squeeze up, and come all the way up. So just try that again. Sit back and up, and let's just keep that continuous. So that's a fundamental of a squat. We're looking to basically keep the kneecaps out. You'll see some forward movement in the knees, that's okay. But what you want by far is that 80% of your weight is on your heels as you're sitting back. Okay, really sitting back. You do it for about 20 seconds. Okay? Your third exercise that we're going to go into is push-ups. Okay, we've got to get the upper body warm. So let's lie down. So you've seen push-ups, I'm sure in some form or another in the gym or in the movies. So we always start from the ground. All the way down to the ground so we can find the hand position. So with that hand position, wherever his armpit line is, that's where he sets his hands up. Then you can have his hands slightly wider than that, depending on how you want it. Usually if the hands are wider, it's going to be easier. Then we try and keep the elbows flat at 45 degrees. Why? It's going to keep those shoulders healthier. I want you to suck in your abs, really squeeze the butt, and then come up. Body nice and straight. We're looking for a really straight body from ears to hips, all the way down to your ankles. Okay? Then what you want to do is basically go all the way down, bend the elbows, drop down, keeping that nice elbow flare, and then push back up. Once again, find a good pace that works for you, going down for about 20 seconds. If you're really struggling, then we just drop at the knees, go into what we call knee push-ups, make it a bit easier biomechanically, drop down, end up. Once again, we're not looking to do 20,000 push-ups, we're just looking to get warm. If you're a bit fitter, you can do it faster and do more reps in the 20 seconds. And relax. Good. The next one we'll go into, it's a bit of a stretch-based exercise to loosen up the hips. We'll do a warrior lunge. Just stand this way. Okay, just face that way. Right. So get your hands up nice and high. So here's the warrior part. Really trying to reach out as high as you can. He goes into a big lunge. So you want to take it to a big step. So huge step out. Drop the back knee down. Okay. Then come back up and pull back in. And then the other side. Okay, so you can have a slight lean forward. You want to feel that stretch in the hip flexor, the front part of the hips. And you want to make sure that you actively reach up, guys. What that means is, don't just reach up for no reason. Actively reach up to the sky and try and touch the heavens. Fantastic. Are you feeling warmer? Great. Now the last exercise is just to get the heart rate up and get you ready for all that work. We're going to high knees on the spot. Okay, so how that's going to work is, you can have his hands just wherever, like I said, where the hip height is. Then on the work go, he drives his thighs up to his hands and he finds a nice pace and he works up for 20 seconds, nice and tall. Once again, if you can do a bit more, go for it. But we just want to try and get nice and warm throughout that 20 seconds. And relax that. So what you then do is, once you've done one round, relax a bit, then do another round, and make sure you're nice and warm so you can get ready for the circuits. And they're going to get you nice and ready for the Vibe Challenge.